hello there. Okay, you've got heterochromia. Complete heterochromia. And you're wearing a very interesting outfit, which, again, doesn't really give me a clue as to what on earth you are, talent-wise. There's like emblems on the shoulders, but they're kind of cut off a bit, so I don't really know what they are. You sounded like you were arguing, and at times like that, there's only one solution. We must all band together. And surrender at 20. What?
Just kidding.
Okay. Keck, you should have seen the look on your faces. Who the hell says keck out loud in everyday conversation? Nobody. That's right. Want to find guten Tag to you too.
Something's not right about this.
G'day mate, you look familiar. Have I met you before? Probs. But since you don't seem sure, I'm left with no choice.
Allow me to show you pure greatness in human form.
What are you, some kind of meme lord? Or a gamer or something, I don't know.
My name is Zeke, and I'm the ultimate esports gamer.
Okay. Wow, I actually guessed that one. So he's a gamer. Oh boy.
Pleased to beat you. Just kidding.
Well, Zeke. Good to meet you, I suppose. You can't be any weirder than the last person we talked to. Hi there, Zeke. I'm Blaze, the ultimate teacher. I'm not sure what voice to give you. A teacher, you say?
So much hard CC.
You know what? Fine. I'm giving you the weird little sort of lispy nerd voice. You mean the people who always try to confiscate my laptop in class? My sworn enemies? You know, mates, well, maybe you shouldn't be playing games in class.
What a scrub.
Oh, hiss. What a killjoy. I bet you're just like the rest of them. In his defense, he's an ultimate, yeah. But you don't become an ultimate by being just an ordinary run-of-the-mill scholar. Or, in your case, gamer. I presume the same would apply to a person in the position of ultimate teacher.
Wow.
True. I guess it's fun trying to teamfight while also dodging the teacher's skill charts IRL. Okay, maybe that's a better voice. That's not so offensive to people with lisps. It's just another challenge, really. Every day there's someone new trying to unseat me from my #1 spot. You know, salt's kinda like fingerprints.
Let me pretend I understand.
The texture's different for every person or something like that.
I see.
You know, mate, say you're some bigwig in the esports scene. If by bigwig you mean everyone's heard of me and wants me to sign their Mimo hat, then sure. And before you ask, they respect me because I don't follow.
Ugh, so passive.
The meta. Whatever the hell you're talking about, I don't know. His body visibly shuddered as the word passed through his lips. G'day, mates, right. I take it that you're related to,
It only makes sense.
the comedian? He was in entertainment too, if I'm not mistaken.
What an unbelievable 200 IQ strat.
Yes, I'm full of them, Zeke, don't you worry. Wowzers. I hope you didn't strain your mental faculties too hard there, old man. This is blending several voices together, this one. It's a bit weird, I'm not sure I like it. Old man? Lel? Nobody says Lel out loud. Somebody bitch slap this kid sideways and tell him to talk properly. Good lord, but you're right. Everyone knew us as titans in the entertainment industry, with me as a great leader and him as a great feeder.
Something's not right about this.
Hold on, but wasn't he the great family leader? Stop with the keck. Stop with it, seriously. Don't. Who said anything about a great family?
Why am I not surprised?
He's got you there. G'day mates, I don't need the running commentary, thanks. But speaking of great families, now you stand to succeed him as the head of entertainment itself. He must have been close to you, right? Pardon me for saying so, but you don't seem all that torn up over his death.
Wow, that's old.
I feel like there's a whole lot of lore and backstory going on here that I'm not clued into. And I'm like, should I be clued into it? I don't know. God, I don't know a voice to give you. Maybe... What about the voice I gave Hiyoko? Oh, yeah. Like that. You idiots, I have plenty of time to mourn, honest. Besides, people that trash video games are a dime a dozen. Just kidding, yeah. Okay, you know what? Give him that voice. The stupid, sort of weird, slightly odd kid voice. G'day, mates, I'm beginning to see why gamers have such a bad rep. Oh, yeah, you say you're a teacher, am I right? Would you mind if I quizzed you on something? Just for you, Blaze. I already asked Miss Edgy Stick Lord his questions. Indeed you have, yeah? G'day, mates, I don't like the sound of this. Yeah, go ahead.
That deserves a nerf.
Make sure you think long and hard about this. If you answer wrong, I might have to kill you. Just kidding. God, I have to really put the effort in on that voice. Yeah, video game was the most important thing that players do. Yeah. Avoid tilting your teammates, destroy the enemy base, throw yourself at the enemy team. I don't know, it depends on what kind of video game you're playing, doesn't it? I don't know, let's give him a barbed comment. Let's say avoid tilting your teammates. G'day mates, avoid tilting your teammates. Wow, a legit response. Maybe you're not senile yet, pops. G'day mates, for crying out loud, I'm your age, I play video games too. There we have it, the reason why your response is wrong. What? That doesn't make any sense.
What a questionable play.
That's a Nagito-esque pose, that is. Ever since I read on the website, on the itch.io page, that it said that for the art they'd done lots of tracing, I'm now just looking at them all and thinking, who do they look like? Or what do the poses remind you of? And things like that. Why tell your teammates how boring? Everyone knows the games are so much more exciting when your team is tilted off the face of the planet. Yeah. How can you talk? You're 0-10-0, they'd say. Yeah. G'day mates, I take it you thrive off challenges. The game account comes as a game unless they go all in for the challenge. Yeah. A situation where your own team hates you even more than the enemy. God, this voice really sucking the air out of my lungs. But I'm committed now. The AT fighting have their power. I'll live to turn those situations around. And it works after all. I haven't lost a competitive match in 10 years.
Yep.
I was 15. I can't fucking count. I'm a fucking shut-in neat. I don't even know what time it is. Every time I go outside, the fucking sun burns my skin. I turn into a bright red fucking lobster. Did any of you even get a word of that, what I just said? Let me know in the comments if you were able to decipher anything I just said there. Anyway, I'm done talking. My brain cells need time to respawn after that. I know.
Okay, thanks.
I'm not kidding. Yeah, right, bugger off then. And just like that, you found yourself alone with Sigmund once more. You were smiling, weren't you? It ain't me. Why would I have been smiling? Perhaps Zeke's obstructive nature reminded you of the classroom. If you don't mind my asking, yeah? Just what was your student like exactly, is that ultimate puzzler of yours? Don't feel like journeying your way to the answer?
The possibilities are
There are some
endless.
questions that can only be answered by inquiry. An inflexible methodology is never something to be celebrated. G'day mates, I don't remember much about him, about the specific experiences we shared, but I do remember the raw pain, the feeling of complete emptiness that followed his death. It seems the bond you shared was very powerful indeed. The brain never forgets, Blaze. Not truly. This is just one of many marvels revolving around the human condition. Oh, hello. Okay, not gonna lie, for a second I thought you had cat ears, but it's not, it's just a big bow. Alright, that's a very Celestia-esque pose, that. The way she's standing. Okay, what would your talent be? I've no idea. It's hard to tell. The outfits feel like they don't really give too much away. Excuse me, is something the matter? I noticed you were both talking, so I simply bided my time.
Predictable.
Congratulations on meeting that group weirdo, though. Yeah, I don't know, I'm having a hard time deciding. Yeah, which group weirdo are you referring to, girl? The fucking gamer? The personal trainer? Any of the other ones we've encountered? Ah, Blaze, you're about to meet one of the first people to awaken after the kidnapping incident.
How enlightening.
They say this experience changed her forever. Who says that? Florence. Okay. French, maybe? I don't know. I see I've retained your penchant for melodrama, Sigmund. This scouting program could not have rounded up a more peculiar assortment of ultimates for their top match. The precise constitution of peculiar is a matter on which learned minds may differ, yeah?
Thinking.
Considering your accomplishments, I trust that you understand the premise of subjectivity? Jeez, get a fucking room already, you two, good lord. But of course we...
Such Finesse?
You certainly have a way with your words, Sigmund. And that's notwithstanding your impeccable timing. I have the perfect fate line to offer your companions as of one you've served up to me on a silver platter. Yes, he shall be my next victim.
What was that supposed to mean?
Is that some kind of joke?
What a typical dumbbell.
A dumbbell? You calling me a dumbbell? Alright. Spoken like a true dumbbell. Someone like me wouldn't make that type of pointless joke. Who are you? Now let's see, will you be stolen from or made into the victim of indecent exposure? You're a criminal? Is that what you are? And if so, would it be from a man or a woman? Perhaps both? Or perhaps a crowd of men and women, with you as the only witness? What are you talking about? Huh. Oh shit. Just press that again, never mind.
Oh, how impertinent of me. Contextualization was never my forte, you see.
God, so many friggin' people in this game who are very verbose. Feels like they plundered the thesaurus.
My name is Florence. I'm the ultimate crime fiction novelist.
Okay, well, not criminal, but crime. I was in that sort of area. Okay, all right then, novelist. Let's see. And I'm Blaze, the ultimate teacher. Wait, the Florence? I think I've heard of you.
How impressive.
I'm glad that my reputation seems to be preceding me.
Yeah. That
It's
was
a
a mistake.
It's a shame that none of your novels were selected for the standardised English syllabus. Tell me, Blaze, why do we read? Are we not driven by a desire to delve into fantastical situations, to jump into worlds quite unlike our own?
What a ridiculous custom.
Why would anyone write about something so droll that it fails to plumb the depths of fiction? You seem to be preaching to the choir, Florence, yeah? I'm simply making my case.
This is an insult.
That's a Celeste pose, that is. As those boffins on the board wouldn't know true art if it raffled loudly through their pockets. Now remind me, to whom does the board answer?
That only makes sense.
The head of education, you wallaby?
Call it a hunch. if you will.
Precisely. I'll be counting on you when we succeed, Blaze. To offer a reasonable choice between murder and crime so heinous your spine will literally tingle while reading about them. Even still... Oh, wrong voice. Even still, I think it'll be hard to match the underlying appeal of a good murder mystery.
How petty.
Such a narrow worldview. It reminds me a lot of the ultimate writer. He didn't understand either, yet we corresponded nevertheless. Fancy having a pen pal in this day and age. He was never really a fan of murder mysteries, but the murders he wrote about still fascinated me.
Such...
Of course, his other
Yes.
stories were quite intriguing too. Take 69 Shades of Grey, for instance, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the writer of that novel certainly missed a chance by not calling it 69 Shades, didn't she? Okay, sure, whatever. Excellent novel. It did all kinds of things for my friggin' kinky nature. Okay, you know what? New headcanon. Florence is a kinkster. Right? I just envisaged myself being tied to the bed while Christian Grey flogged me. Alright, Florence, you know, didn't need to know that so soon off the bat, but okay, sure. The audiobook was even better. I think I caught a few older students in my class reading it when it got released. They got quite, For your sake, I hope they didn't leave a mess. I certainly left a mess myself across my bedsheets when I fucking jerked myself off whilst reading the saucier pages of that book. Sorry, what am I doing to your character, Game Maker? What am I doing? And again, maybe you don't mind. I don't know. I hope so too. It's always fascinating to track the movement of societal
What
tolerance.
would Freud say?
Why, only mere decades ago, such a novel would have violated every conceivable norm. And yet, it remains the first of its kind to enjoy such immense success. A popular story is driven by novelty, my dear. For instance, consider the realm of murder mystery.
How predictable.
With the legalization of murder, it was only inevitable that domestic sales from murder mysteries would plummet dramatically. What do you mean, legalization of murder? You want to run that by me again? And just explain what the hell you're talking about? Oh? It just hit me.
Brilliant contribution.
Is that why you don't focus on murder mysteries? Blaze, Blaze, Blaze! You're only now connecting the dots? Granted, it's not the only reason, but it is certainly an operant one.
Something's not right about this.
But to a foreigner like me, the thought of your next-door neighbour suddenly deciding to kill you with zero consequences. I see you are unaware of its conditional nature. Guns and other weapons of range are strictly prohibited. And of course, the would-be killer must register for a permit, after which many rounds of mandatory counselling take place.
What a novel idea.
You'll be surprised how remarkably this works. Only the lowest of the low get punished, society is cleaned up, and our homicide rate is the jewel of the world. Fancy this, getting rid of the human filth that would otherwise be unpunished.
How enlightening.
Perhaps a similar approach is warranted in the intellectual world. What are they talking about? I've no idea. God, please no. I should probably steer the conversation away from this topic. What do you think of Zeke? What do you write about? You're not planning to kill me, are you? Tell me about Zeke. Tell me about how you want to kill him. You know? What do you think of Zeke, you wallaby? You seem to have already taken an interest in him. People like him are annoying.
How tiresome.
I wish they'd just die. You can't honestly mean that, right? I'm half joking, of course. She has a weird idea of what counts as a joke. Just while we're discussing esports, did you know that there is almost no online toxicity in my country? Oh? Yeah, that's German. Oui, nobody insulting each other's mothers, calling each other slow, cigarettes or bundles of sticks. Nothing. You see, whenever you speak or write, your name, a photo and GPS coordinates are pinged out to every other member of your team.
Such finesse.
It's a responsibilizing mechanism that ensures that everyone stands by what they say. Wow. What happened to privacy in this day and age? I should also mention that the photo comes enclosed with an X-ray that lists any pre-existing medical conditions which the person may have. Okay, that might be taking it a bit too far.
What a novel idea.
Besides, even if you ignore the counselling requirements, there are other mechanisms in place to protect those who may be classed as an ideal victim. Morality even in an openly murderous society, huh? Interesting. I take it you play video games then? Can't get enough of them. You see, the writing of a novel is not the only way one can lose themselves to the tapping of keys. What's your specialty? I have a particular fondness for the cyborg class, though I dabble with ninjas on the side. Anything that makes judicious use of thrown weapons will do. I usually play anything in the support category. Oh wait, I probably was talking completely the wrong voice there, wasn't I? Oh, that's the wrong one. Log, that's what we want. Oh no, it's okay. Is Blaze talking now? G'day mates, I usually play anything in the support category. I prefer to sit back and observe.
How delightfully murderous.
Unsurprising, you're a teacher after all. What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, but what if there was a hybrid class that had both your preference? Fucking hell, stop that. Both your preferences. Can you imagine their possibilities? Don't be ridiculous.
How unrefined.
There's no such thing as a cyborg ninja. And yeah, I think I prefer to be left alone for now. And just like that, she turned her back to us and walked off. Legalised murder, huh?
Thinking.
Certainly a novel concept in more... Okay, it's another weird typo there. There's two thans when there shouldn't be. In more ways than one. Yeah, but it's still hard to believe that there are countries out there that would actually allow that. Let us pursue that thought at a different time.
My logic is infallible.
It would be rude to keep a gentleman waiting. What gentleman? Smash. Oh god. Waiter. You're an ultimate waiter. That's what you are, aren't you? You just have a very waiter-esque look to you. I'm sorry. Blaze, how on earth is your situational awareness so poor? G'day mate, Sigmund's right, this is my fault, so there's no need to apologise. How gracious of you, good sir! I'll give him a Shakespearean voice. I could tell that you are a most respectable fellow. His tone is remarkably formal. I should take the initiative. Hi, I'm Blaze, the ultimate teacher, and you are?
Please call me Dash, sir. I'm the ultimate barista.
Oh.
And I live to spread the joy of coffee.
Well, I was nearly there. Barista, waiter, you know, you're in that kind of catering environment, basically. Okay. Oh, wow. You see that? You see how the D on his name was actually like a little coffee cup? Very clever. Game designer. He's surprisingly normal, Dash. Is he? Or does he turn out to be the most weird and messed up character of all? I shall take that as a compliment, my dear sweet Blaze.
Much appreciated.
Thank you for your feedback.
Interesting.
You have a peculiar definition of the word normal, Blaze.
Don't you start.
What's that face? Good lord. I heard that. I mean no ill will, of course. As long as Sir is being quite honest, I've had my fair share of customers whose very nature changed within the span of minutes. And in my compatriot's case, it's how his life was forfeited. Change in nature? Oh. You should say, were you acquainted with the baker? That's what it should say.
Very good, sir.
Yes, indeed I was, dear fellow. Together, we ran the most successful cafe in the world. He baked the food, and I handled the beverages. As a duo, we were to be truly unstoppable. Unfortunately, fate had other plans. A truly cruel and unusual death. Crucifixion and slow muscular paralysis, if I recall, yeah? You needn't have said that. The image of my compatriot's corpse will haunt me until my dying days. Why does everyone talk so verbosely in this? Deary me. I believe a change of subject is in order, yeah? Here you stand, the most likely successor to a great house.
Possibilities are endless.
You must be remarkably accomplished, yeah? G'day mates, however, I thought it's great family control food. Isn't your town exclusive to beverages? For all intents and purposes, anything that provides nutritional content is considered food. That's how the great family's founding doctrine goes anyway. That isn't to say that I'm not also a decent chef.
Trust that this is satisfactory?
It was merely the case that my beverages were especially renowned. My dear business partner used to speak highly of my coffee to his family. Just thinking about those golden halcyon days of our business makes me nostalgic.
Much appreciated.
It was an honour to work with someone who shared my interest in coffee. So the two of you were coffee addicts, yeah? How fortunate for him. Considering what happened to him, I would respectfully disagree, good sir. Without any access to coffee, his final days would have been excruciating for the poor It also feels like a very Sayaka-esque pose, that. Like, holding himself. Oh no. Yeah, what's happening? I'm so sorry, but it appears to be wearing off. What, your coffee? Are you on a coffee high at the moment? Is that what's going on? What is? The freaking coffee! What else? Oh, wow, okay. Now he's sleeping. Oh, really? With his eyes open? Okay. Sure.
Just like a crate of hippos.
What is with that saying? What's with a crate of hippos? What's that about? The subject appears incapacitated, yeah? You know what to do, Blaze? Huh? Leave him be. Slap him. Okay, sure. You know what? Leave him be. We've been going a while. I don't want to slap him. Or maybe I should have. Dang it, I missed our opportunity now. Bish! Just whack him across the face. Wake up! I want coffee. You decided to leave him be. Very good, sir. That was surprisingly decent of you, yeah?
What is that supposed to mean?
G'day, mates, what do you mean, surprisingly? What is this uncomfortable feeling? Hey, Sigmund, is something wrong? Wordlessly, you followed his gaze. Oh, hello. Well, you're very formal looking. And once again, I have no idea what your talent will be, so we're just going to have to start talking to you. But before I do that, I'm just going to jump cut, because, holy shit, I've been recording a while. I want to go and get myself a fresh cup of tea. 1 second, all. Right, and I'm back in. Okay, I've just got myself a fresh cup of tea. There we go. Alright, who are you, then? Oh, God, I just accidentally double-clicked. She looks well-dressed. Oh, hi there, I'm Blaze, the ultimate teacher. I... am...
Groot.
Groot. Groot. Alright, fine, let's roll with it, see where it goes. Ultimate tree emoji question marks. What? This... I mean, this is a weird one, this, isn't it, ladies and gents? Look, trolling's only effective when it's never been done before. The one you call the ultimate troll wasn't like, oh, is that what she is, the ultimate troll? He was Groot, I am Groot, we are Groot, who the hell are you? Not to mention, isn't Groot a male name?
Hey!
Did you just assume my gender? Yeah, wait, no, I mean... she's the ultimate troll, that's what she is. Sniggering while keeping a perfectly straight face. Yeah, they're definitely acquainted. Okay, what's your real name? My real name? That would be... Ikup. No. No, no. We don't want to spell that out loud. Try spelling it out loud, preferably to an old lady. No thanks. Fine.
The time has come to reveal my true form.
Yes, please do.
To a select few, I am known as Virginia, the humble ultimate secretary.
A secretary, okay. I mean, yeah, you're dressed kind of like it.
But to even more people, I am known as...
What?
Oh. But now is not the time for that.
Okay, so we've got the real one now. God, it's so loud, though, that is in my ears. Well, Virginia's certainly more normal than Groot. A secretary, huh? If I recall correctly, the Ultimate Troll's great family was in charge of planning an organisation. What is your relationship to this Groot person, anyway? I must love her. I'll give her the voice that... Give her the voice that I gave Kirumi in V3. No, you're not. That obvious. The slight smirk gave it
I'll
away.
add to the file.
So your eyes aren't like that because of blindness. I do not have empty eyes. That's the wrong voice. Yes, I am not his lover. I guess the actual term would be cousin. Yes, I am Groot's cousin. No smirk this time. But why does it sound like you just decided that on the spot?
Interesting.
Perfect, we've got a sharp one here. That's going back towards Yasuhiro voice, that is. Sigmund, surely you have something to say here.
Flawed logic.
Wait, I was talking to him. Why did I do the German accent? 9-9, I think I've already said plenty. But you haven't said anything, you wallaby. Oh god, gonna sneeze. Where? Okay. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I just sneezed. Just quickly paused the recording while I did that. He meant from before. Right, Sigmund? One day we're going to have to learn to work together for the good of the world. That's all that should matter. What the hell is going on in this conversation? Who are these people and why are they all so weird? All of them. How understanding of you. As for you, Blaze. Which appointment did you book? Was it the 3 o'clock one? Okay, I'll humour her for a bit. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You're about 12 hours too late. Huh? You see, when you said you wanted to book an appointment for 3 o'clock, I thought you meant AM, not PM. Oh, what a silly mistake.
It wasn't me.
If only you were more clear with your instructions so a lowly secretary like me could understand. If you like, I can book you in for a 3 PM appointment next time. We should have a vacancy,
Visiting hours have
sometime
ended.
next year. Why did I do this to myself?
I see.
Well, it's clear to see that trolling runs in your family. I'm glad to hear it. No, really, I'm very glad.
The office is now closed.
On behalf of the family, I wish you a very Groot day. I feel like that's a bit of a Samugi-esque pose, doing the sort of hand to the face like that. Can you believe it, Sigmund? The world's planning an organisation handled by a family of trolls. Sigmund? My faith in the scouting regime is absolute. Then bad, huh? Okay, deep breaths, you can do it. Yeah, let's move on to the next person. These characters are some of the most bizarre I think I've ever encountered in one of these fan games. Now, admittedly, I haven't seen many of them, but seen many of fan games, that is. Okay, deep breaths, you can do it. Cameras rolling. And start. Huh? A girl stood in front of us, a welcoming expression on her face. Oh, it's you. Oh, hello. Okay, you're cute. You're cute. So you have a camera, and it's rolling. What are you, a film director or something? Something like that? Film student? Who knows? You there. No, not you. Him. What's your opinion on the new trade deal? You're a reporter. That's what you are, aren't you? You're a TV reporter. I'm getting it, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. What would a suitable voice for you be, though? God, it's going to be hard to sort of keep track of all these voices that I'm doing, isn't it? Alright, oh god, I don't know. Alright, I'll just talk normally for the time being. Is it really the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals? An interview? Which one exactly? The one proposed by the esteemed Baron von Orange, of course. It's not really a big deal where I come from, so... What a big deal, you say? Thank you for your input. That's not what I meant. She turned abruptly.
This just in.
We have breaking news. Our reporter gets accosted in the streets and narrowly escapes with a life. Tune in at 6:30 for all the juicy details. Also coming up, what washed-up teachers have to say about the new trade deal. Wow. What a great first impression you're all making. Some of these people need to work on their friggin' social skills a bit more. You won't believe what happens next. Phew. The voice, how did she... Hey, I'm not washed up. I'm not a reporter. The rival news stations will rejoice to hear. Washed up or not, you're still the ultimate teacher. That say something about the quality of teaching nowadays, or does it speak to the depths of your talents? I, for one, am interested to know. Well, that's a fantastic way to, you know, befriend someone. Just go up to them, insult them, and then feel like you put them on the spot a bit by saying, so are you actually any good at your talent? Or not? You know, way to friggin' make an impression.
This just in.
Eliza? No need to look at me like that. It's my job to listen and observe, Blaze. But, apologies for that. Your answer wasn't really interesting, so I had to improvise. Well, fuck you too.
This will be the best, believe me.
Thank you for your understanding. The audience will love it.
Ah, how rude of me not to introduce myself.
Alright, fine. I'll entertain you.
To the viewers, I am known as Elisa Cassidy, the ultimate journalist.
Okay, well, journalist, fine. I was in the right kind of
This
ballpark.
bulletin is being reported to you live from PIKIS, the home of quality journalism you can trust.
I'm curious, how old are these characters? How old are they? Because, like, they don't sound young. And obviously they've got very complex talents. And I know, obviously, characters in the actual Danganronpa games have, you know, sometimes quite complex talents. But at the same time, we are in a school environment here. There we go. Alright then. Journalist woman. I see you haven't shed your surname. Or your attitude. Oh no, oh wait, nearly wrong voice then. Oh no, it's just the one I use for reporting. My real surname was nothing quite so grand. Eliza is my real given name though, so feel free to call me that. Or anything really. All good journalists can dish it and take it.
Just like a crate of hippos.
Shut up about the crate of hippos. Under ordinary circumstances this would be quite admirable. Whatever do you mean?
Thinking!
Oh, don't mind me, yeah. Come now, even if what I reported wasn't 100% accurate, a little bit of slander never hurt any... Okay, right. I take back calling you cute earlier. I would respectfully disagree. I can see the doubt oozing out of your eyes. What if I had to tell you that I've never once failed to uncover the truth in some way, shape or form? But is it still a truth if you embellish it?
And cut!
Careful, Sigmund, it seems you have a challenger for your title. But I invite more people to do so.
How enlightening!
Let it not be said that I would turn down a healthy intellectual discussion. No, thank you. Do you know what makes the difference between a good and an excellent journalist? It's not the ability to uncover the truth, but rather the ability to get people talking about it. Anybody can just say the truth, but not everyone is equipped to report on it. But I suppose therein lies the secret to your success. I sense you're worried.
Have your people talk to my people.
But fret not. No harm comes from my reporting to anyone who doesn't already deserve it. God. I do feel like whoever's written this really feels like they've plundered the friggin' thesaurus to try and make these characters so verbose sometimes. Like, seriously, who says fret not in everyday conversation? Nobody says that. They just say don't worry. Could have been worse. I'm sure pervert doesn't sound quite as good as washed up. I'm certainly no pervert either. Oh please, what teenager isn't a pervert? So you are teenagers! Right, okay. I don't have the energy to argue that point. Besides, do you really think I'd be the ultimate journalist if I kept getting called out for reporting false stories? Like I said, I value the truth above all else, coupled with my ability to present it.
We're airing this uncut.
Everything else is merely secondary. G'day mates, all this talk about reporting the facts. Are you the candidate for history? Huh? Okay, that seems to have wrong-footed you.
Excuse me?
Please don't compare me to that guy. Full lethality this, objection that. He's a sort of interview subject that needs subtitles even if he's speaking in English. So you've already met? Oh, you'll meet him soon too if you haven't already. Very loud, loves to point fingers. Reminds me of my ex. Okay. Where are we going? From what I know, the Ultimate Chameleon was an acquaintance of hers.
My logic is infallible.
Following on from current trends, I think it is safe to say that she is now positioned to succeed him, not as a historian. Oh, wasn't that... Oh, wait, wrong voice. Oh, wasn't that the guy who died during a game of cards? That's the one. I wish I was there to report it in person. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. I'm sure he would have liked it. I did note on the itch.io page, though, that this Danganronpa fan game apparently started out as kind of like a bit of an in-joke among a circle of friends, I believe. So apparently there are going to be a lot of perhaps in-jokes that maybe people outside wouldn't really understand. So, you know, maybe this is made first and foremost for a select group of people and was just released on itch.io afterwards as an afterthought. I don't know.
This just in.
Only because he was a terrific informant. His talent made him completely indispensable. Blaze, I believe it would be prudent to change this topic. That's going for a different fucking accent entirely, that is. Time to track down the loudmouth. Any more questions? About your talent. Let's ask her about talent. About your talent. You're wondering how journalism is compatible with a specialisation in military equipment? No, but sure if you want to talk about that. Oh, don't look at me like that. Any good journalist should be able to read the person they're talking to. To answer your question, I often have to go into conflict zones to report stories. It's usually just the two of us, my cameraman and I. Therefore, we decided to train ourselves in the use of all types of military equipment, as well as general self-defence. Turns out I have quite the knack for the stuff. Somehow I'm struggling to imagine this. Have you know that I look damn fine in Kevlar, with a mirror shield strapped to my back?
This will be the best, believe me.
My specialisations helped on countless occasions, even got me a lot of stories that otherwise wouldn't have been possible. I think I'm giving up at this point, giving them unique voices. With journalism being the cutthroat industry that it is, that might have been the extra edge I needed to become the ultimate journalist. But it's something I'll never know for sure. It's quite the tale, you wallaby. Well anyway, hopefully that answers all your questions.
Tune in at 6:30 for more.
This is Eliza Cassidy, reporting to you live from PIKIS. We parted ways, yes. Alright, time to go find that person.
Possibilities.
Well, they said an ultimate
endless.
historian, so if there is an ultimate historian, I'd be interested in that person. Because I'm a history buff. Let's meet them. Hey, Sigmund. What do you think of the surname rule? I presume you're bringing this up because of our conversation with Eliza? Yeah, I am, you wallaby. It's not exactly a small sacrifice, is it?
Something's not right about this.
I mean, our surnames are part of who we are. But the reasoning for it is sound. By becoming world leaders, we can no longer tie ourselves down to just one single family.
My logic is infallible.
Instead, we are rising to the station of a great family head. A family driven not by biological relationship, but by a desire to shape the world. Yeah, you're right, of course. I mean, it's not like we're prohibited from interacting with our families. So I keep telling myself that my surname no longer matters, and that it was nothing significant. Even still. If it's a familial bond you wish to maintain in name, I do believe our given names already say plenty about us. Sigmund's an interesting name. Were you named after Freud, the famous psychologist? I'd like to think so, yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I'd possess my parents to name me as thus.
This is but a social construct.
Names are but a social construct. Damn. We're having very long conversations with Sigmund sometimes after meeting each character. God, we've been going for quite a while so far. Some may identify with it, but at the end of the day, it is simply another convenient string of letters. Not that what he's saying is technically wrong, but I don't think I could look at the world in such an over-rational lens. Anyway, I believe I know the individual to whom Eliza was referring. Time to see if the hypothesis rings true. Remember, this is just out of curiosity, not masochism.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, please, sir. There's no need to maintain that facade with me.
Don't mind me.
Who says it's a facade, you wallaby? Oh, God. Okay, are you the historian? You've got a very Tarka-esque vibe to you. Friggin' Ishimaru. And what you're wearing kind of reminds me of what's-his-face from Ace Attorney. Is it, Edgeworth, is he called? I've never actually played an Ace Attorney game before, but I'm pretty sure I've seen screenshots of him. Aha! Volunteers! I'll check. Volunteers? What for? I was wondering, do you want to... Yes? Build a...
That is the opinion of the law.
Maybe you're not a historian, maybe you're a lawyer or something. Contract? A contract? It's official. Half the people here are clinically insane. You know what, Blaze? We're on the same wavelength there. We're on the same wavelength, rather. So many of these people feel weird to me. They do. Just the way they talk and what they're talking about. I haven't a clue what the fuck they're on about half the time. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a contract. Any legal relationship will do. Why, if you leave your door unlocked, I would be delighted to rob you, slip on the stairs while making my escape, then sue you for my injuries. You too, Sigmund.
You consent to these terms?
Don't think I've forgotten about you. Well, if it seems my hypothesis was correct.
How objectionable.
Okay. What if I were to guarantee that I would win? No win or your money back. My 100% win rate surely helps my claim look a little more convincing, yes?
I will have order.
That and my platinum trophy. We're the ones getting sued. How is this guaranteed win supposed to reassure us? Why can't you just introduce yourself like a normal person? Why must they always plead the fifth?
Oh, no, tell me. You're here to laugh at Pierce, the magnificent bumbling lawyer?
So you're a lawyer? Okay, right, yeah, makes sense. You've got that Edgeworth vibe about you.
Well, are you?
Also, I just want to say right now, let me clear my throat. If there's one male name that I hate more than any other, it's the name Pierce. Right? Now some of you may be thinking, whoa, what the hell, Red? Why? Because, I don't know, I just hate the sound of it. Pierce. Oh, my name is Pierce. Well, are you? You know what? That's his voice. That's what we're going with. I'll just calmly accept that as his introduction. Hello, my name is Pierce. I'm the ultimate lawyer. I've been playing one too many Ace Attorney games, no matter.
Initiating Mein Kampf test.
Your true intentions will be made clear enough once I run the Mein Kampf test on you. What the fuck is the Mein Kampf test, and why does that sound vaguely Nazi? Do you mean the Voigtkampf test out of Blade Runner? And you're getting it confused with the bloody book by Hitler? What's going on here? All will be laid bare. Bare. What is wrong with you? What is going through your head? I can make a guess right now. Hey, Sigmund, why didn't you know... Blaze, it's not my place to make value judgments about a person I barely even know, yeah? I'm surprised he was able to say that with a straight face.
Hold it right there.
I'm right here, you know. Anyway, I take it that you're the candidate chosen to succeed the ultimate historian? Aha! Eager to change the topic, are you? Very well, I'll humour you, but only because it was a great guess. Yes, you thought the history successor would be someone who directly studies history, but instead it is the ultimate lawyer. I thought, wrong voice. I thought no such thing, you wallaby. Oh, you didn't? My bad. Besides, the connection isn't too hard to make.
It only makes sense.
Lawyers rely heavily on precedent and existing regulations to make their case, both of which are forms of history. There's someone who understands me, this can't be. This guy's voice is changing. Yeah, I'm just going to talk normally. Why, it's as if you're a fully functional human being. I am, though. Oh wait, that was Blaze.
Objection!
Says every robot ever. Don't think this will make me drop my guard around you. Still, I will treasure this moment along with the time I went full lethality as a mere rookie. Just don't mention it in front of a certain someone with shades. She looked like she wanted to kick me when I spoke those words. Full lethality? Tick. And a person with shades? Why am I hesitating? Yes, full lethality. It's a term exclusive to my agency. A very successful agency. I feel sorry for the people he sued. Full lethality is a style of advocacy where the lawyer throws caution to the wind. In short, the lawyer seeks to present an immaculate case that perfectly represents our client's claims. Isn't that all cases done by a competent lawyer, though, you wallaby? Ah, but there is one subtle difference. Full lethality is an exclusively attack-based method. As the lawyer has invested so heavily in creating a strong argument, there's simply no other resources left to dedicate to defence. Even the smallest hole could kill your entire case. Oh my god, he's a pervert, isn't he? He's the perv character. Let me sip tea. Don't talk about holes, Pierce. Pierce? I think you and I are going to get along just nicely. Oh, don't you turn out to be a perv as well. If you say so.
That is the opinion of the law.
Yes, in the courtroom, words can easily be as strong as any bullet or blade. Which is good, because we're playing a Danganronpa game with truth bullets. I wonder how a courtroom would compare to a classroom. I'm sure each has its ups and downs, you wallaby. What are you giggling about now? So, do either of you have any questions you'd like to ask me at this stage? Sigmund? All yours. Okay, Blaze, you got to say something right about now. Ultimate Historian, the Mein Kampf test, something right about now. Let's talk about the Ultimate Historian. Why not? I could have asked about the Mein Kampf test, but it's probably best not to know. What's your relationship with the Ultimate Historian, if I may ask? Oh, relationship, huh? Oddly specific word, that is.
How negligent of you.
You almost make it sound like we were lovers. That's not what I meant, and you know it. You sure? Yes. Besides, there's nothing wrong with it, even if that's what I meant. Well, were you his lover? What the hell's going on? There's nothing wrong with homosexual incest. Oh. Okay, well, I didn't know you were his brother. Okay. I should have seen that coming. Oh, so you're his older brother? Younger brother. Oh, wait, wrong voice. Younger brother, actually. Completely unfair. I'll never forget the day he drew first blood. Yes, he was the first to accuse me of being a robot. Me? A robot? Could you believe it? That explains a lot, actually. I thought lawyers were supposed to work like robots to serve their clients, though. It's not entirely an incorrect label, is it? Wow, just insult him straight to his face, eh? I never thought of it like that before. Was he really just encouraging me the whole time? No, of course not. Simple application of the reasonable person test would disprove such an assertion. Anyway, it was a pleasure talking to you. I'll see you later. Yeah, let's get out of here. I can't remember the last time a lie physically hurt me like that. I didn't notice how quickly I was speaking.
Objection!
Yikes. Soon. The next time you see me will be very soon. Yes, of course. That's what I meant, you wallaby. Ugh. Sigmund, get me out of here, please. Let's just keep looking around. You hear no complaints from me, ah? Oh, Jesus. Alright, Right, well, you've got some kind of very militaristic uniform. And what's with the earphones? Distance between the points approximately 33.7 metres, give or take a tenth of a metre. What are you, fucking lining up a frigging shot or something? What's going on? Estimated time of travel assuming a running start. Please be normal, please be normal. Hello? A person still in front of us, earphones plugged in and mumbling under his breath. However, travelling that route is an imperfect line. Recalculating. I notice you're still in possession of your phone. Have you tried calling for help, yeah? I wanted to ask this earlier, but you disappeared before I had the chance. I wonder if he heard you. The music's playing so loudly that even I can hear it.
What a waste of time.
Already tried. The signal's dead.
How disappointing.
What a Herculean shame. Not really. I still have my music. That's all I need for my calculations. A person of simple delights, I see.
Just leave me alone.
I didn't come here to take value judgments from unqualified personnel. Alright, saying it right now, he's going to be like the ultimate officer, or ultimate military something or other. Soldier? I don't know, something like that. Who knows? None of us came here of our own volition. Assuming you were also abducted? I was. So that means we're going to have to work together. Share information, discuss things as a group.
That only makes sense.
This manner of contribution should be encouraged if we want to survive here, wallaby. My.
Pleasant surprise.
What's that the teacher side of you starting to pull through, yeah? So who are you? You're still not opening up. I know. I know some anime soundtracks are here. Well, are they? They might be. Oh.
So what?
So what if they are? Just making an observation. I'm not trying to be judgmental. So far, so good. Good to hear. Wow, the guy's not much of a conversationalist, is he? How does he hear?
Calculating the most efficient outcome.
Okay, whatever, sure. Do you have anything important to say, or can I go back to enjoying the piece? A piece at that volume? I don't think this would qualify as important, but I was wondering if we could introduce ourselves. Sounds inefficient. I'm out. Wow, just like that. Excuse me? Introducing each other. It's a waste of energy. For all we know, the kidnappers could have brought us to this place in order to slowly starve us to death. We're both going to need all the energy that we can get if that's the case. Fair point, you wallaby, but his approach still seems rather unhelpful. Besides, at times like this, how can I be sure that you are really who you say you are? You're a complete stranger. You could even be one of the kidnappers. Same goes for you, Sigmund. I see you've been listening, yeah? Why wouldn't I be? Well, trust is too loosely given nowadays. What the hell have you just pulled out there? Some sort of weird friggin... What is that? Like a... my first thought was that it was... the first thing I thought of was that bloody Simpsons meme. That's a paddling. This guy's going to pull out a fucking wooden paddle. He's going to start whacking you across the arse or something. Just look at what happened to the ultimate nomad. His problem was that he was too trusting of others. Not a care in the world, and the results spoke for themselves. Yeah, but he lived.
What do you want?
That's a Fuyahiko pose. Is this your idea of a joke, or did I mishear? No, but why would I joke about something like that? He survived the killing game. It can't be. Every quantifiable element was pointing towards his imminent death. I presume you didn't watch as it was being aired. No, I did not. I just knew him. There are some whose dispositions leave them exceptionally vulnerable in life or death situations. He was one such person. Understandable, you thought he was doomed to die and that's why you didn't watch. Tell me this, if you had the choice to watch your best friend get brutally murdered and be powerless to stop it, would you take it? You raised a good point. I could have done the same. I don't regret watching. I saw that he wasn't helpless. His death had a purpose which every viewer could see. I'm honestly quite surprised. If you didn't know that the Nomad is alive, would that mean that he hasn't been in contact with you since he left?
Data insufficient.
It's complicated. He was always on the move, and we would regularly drop out of contact while growing up. But our friendship is true. I'm sure he'll reach out to me eventually, when the time is right. Moreover, the World Empire has been busy overseeing the handover of power from the old ruling families. Cannot imagine he would have had much free time. God, this introduction's taken a while, isn't it?
Calculating the most efficient outcome.
You said you wanted an introduction, yes. Okay, finally, we're getting to it. Will that get you off my back? Sure. Upon hearing my response, he immediately stuck out a hand for me to shake.
Magnus is the name. Efficiency is the game. I'm known as the Ultimate Navigator.
Okay, it's quite specific. I mean, it makes sense, given all your weird little bits of flavour text. I suppose, yeah, they have navigators in the military, in the navy and whatever. And I'm Blaze, also known as the Ultimate Teacher. So you're a navigator, like the sort of person directing a ship or plane? Among other things, yes. I'm known far and wide for my ability to calculate the most efficient route to take between two given points while accounting for all known obstacles. By our measurements, I'm a great guide. However, he lowered his voice.
Data insufficient.
I can't give your life a sense of direction, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't bother me with your insecurities. I sounded very rehearsed. Well, I'll try not to. Good. Is there anything else, or will that be all? Thoughts on everyone? Escape. Can you navigate to an escape? By any chance? Do you know the most efficient way out of here?
Data
No, I don't.
insufficient.
That's unfortunate. If only I hadn't been knocked out. Simply being conscious would have been perfect, pitch black car boot or not. But here it's impossible for me to get my bearings. I see. So no matter how incredible a talent, there's always a limitation.
You're just like him.
You seem like a decent person. Tell you what, he's already walking away. If you ever want to know the most efficient route for travelling somewhere, you let me know, will you? Otherwise I'd love it if you didn't waste my time. Okay, he's very no-nonsense. He's a tough nut to crack, alright? Tough but sincere, yeah. Just don't go saying it to his face.
What's going on?
Is something the matter, Sigmund? Just thinks that one of us would refuse to partake in the spectacle of viewership. It's as he said, not everyone could have watched that killing game with a sense of detachment. To see the leaders of the world empire reduced in such a way. But yet I'm left wanting. Why did I watch with such keen fascination? Perhaps I had long since disassociated the man that was from the man that had what that once had been. The man that was? The ultimate psychiatrist is a man that I knew. He died long before the killing game ever began, even if the version of him in that killing game evoked a sense of familiarity. Should I say a sense of familiarity, not a scent? It was but a ghostly apparition. Perhaps the ultimate puzzler was the only person whose actions could be lauded for staying out of that sordid affair. Oh, hello. Well, who are you? Playing as Genocide, yes. Now there's so many controls with Genocide that I can't actually remember. Like activating like fever and things like this. Into the next carriage. Get it. Get it, even. Take it, friggin' police Monokumas. Get down. Oh, there's one behind me. There's a lot of them behind me. Oh, Lord. Can I activate... How do I activate the fever thing? I can't actually remember. Oh, no, not yet, apparently. So... Oh, God. I was about to say something, but no, we're going straight back into the combat. Oh, it's poor Monokuma.